everyone, welcome to another video. This will be map scale. So actually map scale is very easy to do. It's basically ratio. As with a lot of things in math, is ratio. So you can see that we have a map scale 1:50,000, which means on the map if it's 1 cm, the actual thing is 50,000 cm. So ratio in this case is the same unit. Generally I would say you can take it as both are cm. Okay, so you look at the first question. The distance between two towns on the map is 26. Find the actual distance in kilometers. So we always start with the actual ratio we have. So map actual. So map actual 1:50,000. I like to put the cm here. So you can see that I want the answer in kilometers. So first job is to change this, the actual one, to kilometers. So it's 5 zeros. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why it's 0.5. So cm to kilometer is 50. You better memorize this. Okay, so now I got cm and kilometer. You read the question. Two towns on the map is 26. At this point, the map is 1 cm. We want 26 cm. So by law of common sense, times 26. And since following the rules of ratio, if you times 26 on the left, you better times 26 on the right. Then you times is 13 kilometers. That's the answer. Easy game. So now let's look at part B. You see that now we are not talking about distance anymore. We're talking about area. So it's km square. And this obviously is the real thing. We got map 8 kilometers square, right? So this is the actual size. So same thing, I'm starting with the scale. 1 cm, 0.5 kilometer, because it's kilometers, right? So like that, I put here. This is length. So how do I create the km square? What I do is I square everything. So a lot of people think that there's only two things here, this and this, but no, there are four things here. You got the 1, you got the cm, you got the 0.5, you got the km. So I'm going to square all four. So 1 square, still 1, cm square, 0.5 square, 0.25. If you don't know, you say, oh, I don't understand. Just press the stupid calculator. 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25. Then kilometer square, kilometer square. So at this point, I already created the kilometer square here, right? But do I want 0.25? I don't want. I want 8. So you just figure out 0.25 times 32 is 8. And again, oh, I don't understand how 32 come from. You just take 8 divided by 0.25, you get 32. Basic primary school maths. So times 32. So same thing, the left side also must times 32. And 32 cm square is the answer. So let's do one more. Okay. So here we have another question. This will be very, very similar, exactly the same in fact. So same thing, I have the scale. So I'm starting with cm and map. Again, by the time here, I'm already converting 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.2. Map, actual. So what do I want? I see the distance between the two towns is 20 kilometers. So this is the actual distance. So this needs to change to 20. So times 200, you get 20. So times 100. So this is the answer here. So then we look, okay, the park has a area of 3 cm square on the map. This is on the map. I want 3 cm square. So same thing, I start with this here. Map actual, to get the cm square over here, I square everything. So 1 square, 1, cm square, cm square. 0.2 square, 0.04, km square, km square. So I got the km square here, km square. I want 3 cm square now. So from here, I times 3. So here, I also times 3. And this will be the answer. So hope you learned something. Thank you and bye-bye.